In terms of earning more Qantas frequent flyer points, this could be one of the most valuable videos that I have ever made. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how we can earn 20 to 30 Qantas points for every dollar that we spend on accommodation. Now that's not 20 or 30 everyday reward points or flybys points. This is Qantas points. For context, we typically get about 3 Qantas points for every dollar that we spend on hotels through the Qantas Hotels portal. If they have a great promo from time to time, which they often do, we will get 10 Qantas points for every dollar that we spend. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how we can double that, 20 to 30 Qantas points for every dollar that we spend. And here's the other thing, it doesn't just work on Qantas points, it also works on lots of the other major airlines as well. You can see here the Qantas Frequent Flyer program, Qatar Airways program, Thai Airways, Turkish Airways, Virgin Atlantic, Vietnam, Japan Airlines is here. What else have we got? We've got Flying Blue, we've got Cathay Pacific, Etihad, Finnair, Air Canada Aeroplan. And look at how good this conversion ratio is. Pretty much every single airline loyalty program is a conversion ratio of 1-to-1, with the exception being the Qantas Frequent Flyer program that has a 50% transfer bonus at time of recording. This transfer bonus will expire on August the 14th, and the whole reason why they are having this transfer bonus is because they have just partnered with the Qantas Frequent Flyer program a few days ago. Previously, I knew about Rove, but I didn't take it too seriously because I'm located in Australia, and arguably the most suitable points for Australians to earn are Qantas Frequent Flyer points. And when I checked out Rove in the past, they didn't have either the Velocity Frequent Flyer program or the Qantas Frequent Flyer program, so I decided to just leave it. But ever since they added the Qantas Frequent Flyer program a couple of days ago, that really kicked me into gear to take a good look at this program. And out of the 10 years that I've been earning frequent flyer points, I don't think I've come across a platform that could be as valuable as Rove. I'm going to run through some examples with you in a second that will show you just how beneficial using Rove to book a hotel accommodation can be for us Aussies. And when we go through these examples, just remember this transfer rate, 1,000 Rove miles converts to 1,000 Qantas points, but if you take advantage of this platform during this promo, it will equal 1,500 Qantas points. So now that we are aware of the conversion rates, let's look at some examples. For the first example, let's look at hotel accommodation in Sydney. Rove is super simple to use. You just need to type in where you want to go, the dates that you want to stay. Now for this example, I have 5-star hotels selected here just so we can scan through those big name brand hotels. And I have this data ranked by the most amount of points that you can earn per dollar all the way through to the least. You can see right at the top here, 23 miles for every dollar that we spend at Capella in Sydney. When we spend just over $2,000, we can unlock almost 50,000 Qantas points. Now these will be earned as Rove Miles, but remember that conversion ratio. One important thing to factor in is that this is based in US dollars. So this is not Australian dollars. This is all United States dollars, which you will have to obviously factor in the conversion rate, and if your card has overseas fees with that. I'm actually going to run through some exact examples and run through some of the maths and how it compares to booking.com and also Agoda. So to do the first example, let's look at Crown Plaza, Sydney Airport. For a 3-night stay here, you're looking at $400 US plus $28 in taxes, and we will earn 19 miles for every dollar that we spend. This translates into 7,500 Rove miles, which will basically convert between 7,000 to 10,000 Qantas points depending on if we take advantage of the promo or not. So now we need to convert $430 US into Australian dollars, and that converts into about 614 Australian dollars. 614 Australian dollars can earn us 7,000 Qantas points. Now obviously that doesn't translate into 20x points because we do have to factor in that this is US dollars and that we do lose some value when we convert it from US dollars to Australian dollars. but we can offset that loss in value when we do take advantage of the current promo that is out. That will basically bring it back to almost the full 20x points for every dollar that we spend. So we know it's about 614 Australian dollars. Let's check how much they want on Booking.com and Agoda. On Booking.com here, they want $611 for the same booking. And on Agoda for the same dates, they are after $203 a night, which is $609 for the booking. So these numbers are pretty much aligned between Booking.com, Rove, and Agoda. Now, obviously, if you are a savvy traveler, you might be using cashback sites in collaboration with Booking.com or Agoda. That's actually what my little tool is down here, Deal Dozer. If you don't have that tool, go and check it out. I'm about to switch it over to a paid tier, but right now at time of recording, it is still free. Deal Dozer essentially helps you earn Qantas points, velocity points, and cashback promos. So using Deal Dozer, you could find the best cashback offer available for Agoda, and you could get this rate cheaper that way. You'll just need to figure out what's more important to you. Is earning 7,000 to 10,000 Qantas points going to be more beneficial to you than if you got 10% cashback, which would be about $60? These are all things that you need to weigh up. However, my logic of thinking is that if we were going to spend, let's say, $10,000, for example, on accommodation, like if we went to a month of Europe, if we were spending $10,000 and we could earn 20 Qantas points for every dollar that we spent on that accommodation, that would be 200,000 Qantas points. I know that I can find classic reward fares pretty much anywhere in the world that I want to go to, and those 200,000 Qantas points will be able to get me from East Coast of Australia through to Europe in business class. So I'm going to associate a certain amount of value for that flight. I would then obviously compare that amount of value versus the savings I would get if I did book through Agoda or Booking.com. So maybe I could get a 10% cashback offer, which would be $1,000 off my $10,000 of accommodation. But for some people, those 200,000 Qantas points, if they know how to use them properly and redeem them for business and first class flights, will probably unlock a lot more value compared to getting that 10% cashback. Now, let's look at some more examples. This doesn't just work for cities within Australia. This will work for pretty much anywhere around the world. So let's look at some options in Tokyo here. You can see you can earn up to 44 miles for every dollar that you spend on this hotel in Tokyo. That is just crazy. Spend like 3,000 Australian dollars and you get 100,000 Qantas points. I've been earning and redeeming points for like 10 years and I haven't seen anything like this. If we keep scrolling through here, let's do this one, for example, the Tokyo Station Hotel. Earn 23 miles for every dollar that we spend. When we spend just over 2,000 US dollars, we will unlock 44,000 miles, which converts into about 44,000 Qantas points. So we need to convert this into Australian dollars, which will be 2,000 US equals about 3,000 Australian. If we check out how much Booking.com want for the same stay, they've also got it at $3,000. How much does Agoda want for this hotel? They want it a little bit cheaper here. That's actually significantly cheaper. That's around $2,200. I have found that Agoda from time to time have like random 1 or 2 rooms that is significantly cheaper than anywhere else. So you still might find that. So it's always important anytime you are booking hotel accommodation to always cross-check between multiple sites. For me, I always cross-check between Agoda, Booking.com, directly with the hotel, the Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts program, and now I will definitely be using Rove to also cross-check. Now remember, just because we can earn a lot of points with Rove, you do have to factor in how much value you anticipate to get from those points versus how much cheaper you could book if we did book through Agoda in also collaboration with a cashback offer. If the savings are significant, probably you wouldn't opt in to use Rove. We don't really want to be paying extra just to earn points unless it is a significant amount of points and not too much more extra in cash. But I hope you can see what the trend is. Basically, for most of the time that you do these searches, Booking.com, Agoda, and Rove will be fairly much aligned. There will be the occasional outlier where Agoda will have significantly cheaper prices on select rooms. but for the most part, I have done this search for probably 20 to 30 examples, and I would say about 85% of the time it is pretty much aligned. We'll do one more final example for Los Angeles just so you can see that this works across the world. 31 miles for every dollar that you spend, 26 miles, 24 miles at the W Hotel here. Let's use this one for example, and that does remind me of one little thing that I haven't mentioned so far. You can see from this little bubble here, it's indicating that some hotels actually allow us to link our status to the bookings as well. If I actually go over to the left section here, loyalty eligibility, if I toggle this on and I have status with different hotel programs such as Hyatt, Accor, Hilton, or any of these major hotel programs, I can select a different rate and it will then be an eligible stay. I thought that was a pretty cool feature of this site. For me personally, I don't take hotel status too seriously, but definitely a cool feature of Rove. Anyway, back to the mass here, $925 US plus $276 in taxes. We're in it for about $1,200 US and we will earn 22,000 miles. $1,200 US converts to 1,700 Australian dollars, and Booking.com have that at $1,700, and Agoda have the W Hotel at around $1,700 as well. Now, it should be crystal clear by now that you can earn a lot of points when we book our accommodation through Rove. It really does sound too good to be true. Why has no one else in the Australian frequent flyer space talked about this? And here's the thing, there is a catch, but there is also a solution to the catch. The catch is that when you go to sign up to Rove.com and you click on the sign up and earn button, you'll see that it first prompts you to join with a phone number that is an American phone number. Obviously, most of us are Australians, we don't have American phone numbers. So naturally, we would go through here and we would type in +61 and put our Australian phone number in. But you'll see here, it won't let me put my Australian phone number in. It will only allow me to put in my American phone number. So naturally, instead of putting in this because it's blocking us, you would type in your email address and click submit, which is what I did. And then I waited there, kept refreshing my emails, and I didn't get any emails. I tried this a number of times. I thought it was very random. Why aren't I getting any emails? I then messaged Rove on social media and they informed me that it only works with American phone numbers at the moment. Now that doesn't mean that Australians can't use Rove, but it does mean that you need an American phone number in order to sign up for Rove. Rove didn't say that us Aussies can't use this platform. We just need an American phone number. So all you need to do is get an American phone number, and then instead of putting your email in, just click on sign up, put in your American phone number, click continue. It will then text you a verification code. Put that verification code in and you are all done. It is really simple to sign up to Rove if you get an American phone number. Now, if you're unsure on how to get an American phone number, just go to Google, type in get American phone number for Australians. That process is actually a little bit tricky because most of the websites, they ask for some sort of US proof, either a home address that is located in the United States or a current United States phone number. And when I tried to play around with it, Google would suggest me to sign up to some VPN and bypass it this way. Eventually, I got there. You can do this whole process yourself, just get an American phone number. Now, if you don't want to stumble your way through trying to figure out how to do this, I did make a full in-depth video showing you step by step the exact process on how we can sign up to Rove. And that video is inside the Points Hub. If you don't want to muck around yourself, join the Points Hub. That video is available to watch right now. You can then sign up to Rove, book your accommodation, unlock all of those points, transfer them to whichever promo you want, but Qantas have a great 50% promo on at the moment. And after you get your American phone number, either by figuring it out yourself or by joining the Points Hub and watching my in-depth video, then go to the link in the video description. I will leave my referral code there. When you join using that link, you will get 500 miles for free. I will get 500 miles for free, and I'll also get 10% of the miles that you earn over the next 6 months. Great for me, but also great for you, because chances are once you're in this, you'll want to tell pretty much everyone that you know who earns Qantas points about this program. and you're going to get the same benefits when you refer them as well. This is a fantastic referral program to entice their users to spread the word. From everything that I've seen on Rove, I love this platform. I hope you get amazing value out of this video. Link to join the Points Hub is in the video description, and I'll also leave this referral link in there as well. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.